Hello Flosstube, welcome to Allegro Stitches. My name is Amy Clarissa and today is the 25th of July 2021. I know it's been a while since my last video, since the 7th, and there was a lot more information in the first recording of this than there probably will be in this present recording, because I didn't realize that it wasn't recording. Like it was in the beginning, for 11 minutes and 29 seconds or something, and then I did another 5 seconds as a separate video, and then it was just done, so now I'm on a time limit because evening service, we have to leave in half an hour or something. So hopefully it's more organized this time. No promises, not that you've seen the first version, but I'm going to go back through everything that's come in the mail since Memorial Day. Well, hasn't come since Memorial Day, but there's a couple Memorial Day orders in there. Took their time, and I'll show you what I worked on at the retreat. I won't show you the chart that I got for the retreat because I didn't think of getting that while the camera was off, but maybe I'll insert a picture. Oh well. I only worked on 2 pieces during the retreat. It was lovely. I enjoyed the chat rooms. Lots of coughing and sneezing. I got sick the night that it started, but I did win the first game. So digital dive on Wednesday night, I won. I didn't realize until the closing ceremony or whatever it was that following Sunday, which was last week. But yeah, surprise, surprise, I won the first digital dive. I also won the first stash dive, so that was fun. And then I knew I'd won the last bingo game. That was very cool. I've got lots of checks coming, plus I've ordered a few things since Memorial Day that has arrived. You'll see that if you hang around long enough. But I'm just going to start with kind of like finished projects and whips, which means ATCs, the artist trading card images. I haven't actually finished any cards for a while, meaning since my last video. And I did get behind stitching them, so the first 49 days I actually stitched on the day the card was for. Day 50, I didn't realize it was day number 50, or we probably tried a little bit harder to get it stitched that day, and it just went downhill. I was probably a week behind yesterday when I joined Betty for the, I really need to look up the name of that group. Created to Create Show and Tell Zoom group. Something like that. Sorry, Betty. I know I helped name it, but I just said, hey, include your channel name. And that way it'll help me remember which group you are. And she did. And I don't remember what the official name of the group is. It's a great group. I love the group. I just don't remember what it's called. So, it was wonderful. I had such a wonderful time. I was going to show you the berry that I made at the end of the time. She was lovely and hung out for a little while and helped me make my first berry. It turned out really cute. And I showed it in the last version of this video. But now I don't know where it is. So we'll see if we come across it. I did find something, and I wish I could replay that, like, oh, I finally found it moment, because I've been looking for my crimp tubes for days. Everywhere. And I couldn't find them. So, during the first recording of this video, I found them, and I couldn't wait to watch the back, and I didn't record that part, so. I picked 2 projects, finally getting back around to what I was saying 2 minutes ago. I picked 2 projects for the retreat. I picked 2 birches, because the theme was night garden, as probably a lot of you already know. And so, this went with a lot of the prompts for night. I could use it for moon, for stars, faith. The faith block has both of those things in it. I think I'm putting faith right here. And there's water in one block, which I guess isn't really a night thing, but I could use it for water. Later it was decided that a gardening tool could be a basket, and I was going to use this for it. Didn't realize we were already in the time slot for the gardening tool, so I ended up stitching extra on the retreat piece, which was the other thing you could stitch on at 25 stitches per point. So if it didn't fit the prompt, you could still stitch that amount without penalty. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. It sounded so much more elegant in my first take, but now I feel hurried because I'm rushed. This came like as a kit. I know I'm switching pieces. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up. I got the linen, so it's a beautiful dark color. It's French lilac by Picture This Plus, and most of these colors were included in the kit. I added a couple because I am changing the moth to a butterfly. And so I needed a couple extra colors. So I added this purple and this pink. These colors came in the kit. and it's a mixture of Gast and Weeks. Fabric is 36 count. We are learning to be friends. I don't really like DMC on 36, but you know, it's 1 strand isn't enough, 2 strands is too puffy. And this is not the needle minder that came with it. Everything was moth themed. So I changed my moth to a butterfly, and I know it's kind of stranded. You know, been trying to park. But I started here in the center, and then I worked out, because to change the butterfly to a moth, who's going to do that? Change the moth to a butterfly, it added like 4 stitches. So I'm going to stitch around this way, and then there's like a moon and star or something here that should be centered, so I'll do that last. And then stitch my words in. It says, savor life and all its magic. So I'm not using the needle minder that came with it, because it's a moth, and I don't like moths. But the colors are gorgeous. I love them so much. And it came with the finishing for this, and it also came with a little bonus chart for a snail, which is adorable. The snail is super, super cute. So I'm changing that, and here is the chart I am using for the butterfly. It's in Whimsical Cross Stitch. Got this for Christmas in 2019. So I just changed the blues to pinks, and then Sweetheart Rose is kind of pink to purple variegation, and so I used that as like my transition, and then went into the purples with Punchberry and whatever this darker purple is. Aunt Marie's Violet. And that one's a classic Colorworks. It's because I added it. Because I was not going to have a moth on my piece. It's gorgeous. I was practicing two-handed stitches. I didn't feel well. It was fine, whatever. But still a great experience for my first retreat. But, you know, I'm sure it didn't help my loving of the 36 count fabric. This is the other thing I worked on. That got worked on for garden tool and worm and snail, gloves, anything that I couldn't make this fit for. And this is what it looked like when I started. And then I added to it, and I added to it, and I added to it, and I've got the entire framework done now. So there it is. We've got different colors and like different patterns. Hopefully the lighting is okay. All the way across. I know what goes where. I'm using this kind of childish looking diagram. I know it's terrible, but I'm not an artist. Hopefully that was right. You can see all that. It was here. I showed it to you the first time. Don't know where it went now. It's just kind of a color layout that helps me and doesn't really mean a lot to anyone else. So maybe I'll flash it up if I come across it again. Sorry, this is take 2, and everything's everywhere now. It's right here. Here's my layout. And I thought I'd lost this piece chart because we were doing water on Thursday night at 6 o'clock, which is when Daniel's soccer practices, Thursday night at 6 o'clock. And the chart, like, took my picture with the word and all the things, and then thought I'd lost it. And it was gone for several days. It wasn't until the next Tuesday when I was at the store picking up an online order that I found it in the back of my purse. So it must have fallen from my hands into my purse, and I'm so glad I found it because I was not looking forward to replacing that. So, I know what goes where. This is wisdom, this is courage, this is friendship, these are hope and joy, you know, this is love. I know what it means. This is gratitude, that's kindness. See, I got this, but I know it looks crazy, and it's okay. One of the stitches I did, I'm going to go into ATCs now because they're all on my lap. So I had ordered this forever ago, and it finally came in. It was right after I asked you lovely audience about a book, and no one actually gave me a book here, but on Facebook, they gave me an actual book. Actually, they gave me a couple, and some of them are really, really expensive. So I found this one for about $15, and it's signed by the author, and it's lovely. It's color-coded on the side. And there's a nice section of charts back here, and I used a portion of one for a card that I stitched shortly after the most recent video. So that right there, that little stork thing. It's called the Stork Scissor Sampler. That was featured on page 69. This is such a great book. And, of course, the stork doesn't have any specialty stitches in it, but it turned out really, really cute. Oh, I set it to the side. Okay, so there's the house I did for Blackbird Designs, and there's the stork. Like, isn't that cool? Looks so good. I would tell you what colors I used, but I don't know. I have like random notes now in a couple of different places that tell me where the chart was from and what colors I used. Hopefully. So that part will be more organized later, but for now, we're just taking the piece and going through it. So let's see. The tooth was from the day of the last video, Wednesday the 7th, because that's when we found out Danny had a loose tooth. He doesn't lick loose teeth. They just fall out on their own. He doesn't help them along in any way, shape, or form. Just come out when they're ready. They'll jiggle out like a jellyfish, he tells us. Okay, so we just wait for them to jiggle out like a jellyfish. And he lost his first tooth when he was eating these black licorice dogs that my mom got him for his birthday. And he crunched down on it, and then he says he stuck his tongue out, and there was his tooth. And so he went and he put it on one of his wooden railway covered bridges, because what else would you do when you lose your first tooth? You know? Why wouldn't you put it on a covered bridge in your wooden railway setup? I don't know. That was logical to him. So he did that. And then these are out of order because this was Friday, so Thursday is here somewhere, and I've lost one. I used a little scrap of purple fabric for a butterfly. Hopefully I'll find it in this mess. I didn't find it after the first take, but who knows, maybe it'll show up. So this was Friday. We had Mario shirts, birthday boy, like there were 6 on his shirt and everything. He thought he wanted Mario when I ordered the shirts, and by the time we got to his party, he had a James cake because he'd been 5 all year, so he wanted number 5. And James, with his tender, was like, there was no substituting. You had to have James. So we had a James cake. He got cars and Legos for his birthday presents, and then he wanted me to stitch Mario. And we were wearing Mario shirts for whatever, it's fine, for his actual party. But there we go. For his birthday, I stitched Mario. And then the only thing he wanted for his party that we didn't have were party hats. And so this was Monday, so Sunday's card is somewhere else. And so I stitched him a red party hat because, you know, that one with the Mario thing. And then I showed it to him and I was like, look what I stitched you a party hat. Do you like it? It looks like a Santa hat. Red was obviously the wrong color choice. But I used a DMC variegator for that. Thought it turned out really well. Not sure where I got the chart for that. This one was from a chart in an old cross-stitch magazine that Mom used to do his tooth fairy pillow, which I will get and show you next time because I forgot. Again, even though I already said that in the first take of the video, I forgot again. And then Mario was from the Highland Murrah Blackwork group. The party hat, I don't remember. I think I just searched for an image and it came with up like a, that made no sense. It came up with a crocheted square of some sort or something. I don't know. I just kind of based on that. And then this little fairy, I want to say it was a Joan Elliott freebie. And I stitched it during the retreat, so I just pulled threads that were handy. So she's got like this golden brownish hair, the gassed old hickory, and then I switched over to linen, which makes a great skin color for her skin. It's like perfect. And I used tea rose? Yeah, tea rose for her dress. And she's very, the drunken fairy, flying sideways. And then I think I used Sweetheart Rose for her wings because you can see some variegation in there. And then the back stitching is not gray, it's not black, it's Twilight. I'm telling you, I was being lazy and I just pulled what I had near me. And these are gorgeous. So, did love the colors, just not a huge fan of the 36 count. So that's what's on that strip. And I measure the spacing and everything. It's going to be fine. Today I stitched, and here's the purple that I had the little piece of and stitched the butterfly on. Hopefully I find that. Hopefully. But I stitched this little dancing lamb because I thought he was so cute. And I wanted to stitch with sulkies because we were talking about that on the Zoom yesterday too. And so I pulled these very sheepy sulkies. And then a green for grass. So this is 4051. It's variegated green. And this is 1234. It's like a, is it 3799? That's that dark gray DMC. Like that kind of color. And then this is kind of like a 3865. Like a dull white. It's 1071. They work great for sheep. So this is an old one, but there's the new sheep. Hopefully I'll have these all done next time. I also used that for another one today. We watched a little bit of Olympics when we got home. And I stitched this sheepy. Oh, and there's a preview of something else. Yep, on a hill. That's what the green was from. There was no green in that last one. There was a little bit of pink for the nose and the ears, and that was 37.16. I just swiped that from the Dogs of Disney. Whatever's handy. This one has the green in it, and I'll probably put applique as the hill there. And that's Sulky on 28.32. Cashel Light Mocha, which is a 28. So, see this long strip? Yep. This little, not sheep, mouse at the edge, you might recognize as the current Lindy Stitches freebie. She did not send this to me last year when I ordered for my birthday, but she sent it to me this year when I ordered for my birthday. So, I was very happy, and I went ahead and stitched it up within a couple of days after I got it. I should show you charts. Lindy Kate. Lindy Stitches freebie. Really, the first take was better. That one little sheep on the hill, I just used like one of these guys and then put a little hill under him so I didn't have to stitch a bunch of green. Here's the one from Saturday, the day after Daniel's birthday. This is a little line stitchery, color your own, cross stitch or design your own something. And there was a bathing suit, an ice cream, and a mason jar. And this was supposed to be the outline, which it still is an outline, but I did it in the color instead of the black. My sister used to color that way sometimes. Actually, especially when we traced, she would trace it in the dark. We used to do a lot of tracing. Made our coloring books last forever. Anyway, so I did the red for the cherry, and then a darker brown for the chocolate, because Daniel's all into chocolate ice cream right now. Did some blue for sprinkles, and then a lighter brown for the cone. And then I just didn't do the circle part that she has. But it turned out great. And then the next day, Sunday, and there's some holes I need to put beads in. I organized all my beads between last video and this video, but haven't put them into this guy or the ladybug. Strawberry or the ladybug. They're both waiting for beads. So this one I did the very next day, Sunday night. Dad and Steven ended up being in a church meeting, and so I went back to Mom's house. Danny went with a friend, and we had chocolate strawberries. This is not a chocolate strawberry, but it was a free design from some of their stories, SUM of their stories. And she had another really cute design that I stitched this morning, yesterday. I think it was this morning. I've been playing catch up, and I've stitched several of these in the last couple of days. So this was another one of hers. It was supposed to say 2020. I have the chart for this. Where is it? Right here. Some of their stories. So I did these little bits in green, and of course I was lazy again because I'd already taken all my threads downstairs from the weekend. So I used Evergreen, Gentle Art, and that's variegated. So I would have used Sweetheart Rose this morning. See, this is why I got to write it down. So the like pinky purpley one, it variegates. See, it's not all the same color. And then that makes it heart-shaped. I didn't have to do all this background. So I just did those little bits in green, and then make sure you do these side bits, and that helps shape it into heart. If you look really closely, see the blue bits? 1986, that's when we got married. So this was supposed to be for the 16th, because that was their anniversary. And then this one I did yesterday, for yesterday. So this is a chart Betty gave me, and her favorite color is blue. So I used blues. And I stitched from a chart she gave me. Did I already say that, or was that last video? I'm sorry. It's right here, the center one with sew. Cute, right? And I was going to just put... I said that really wrong. I messed myself up. You know how Nike says, just do it? I was going to write, just sew it. So we were talking about finishing, and like, you just got to do it, and it's not really that bad, and you're fine for the rest of them. You just got to do that first one. So that's the thought behind it. I just didn't write all the words. Because by then, that was a lot of stitches and I was done. And then here's a blackbird. I had thought about using this for her swap, and I did not get it done. And I had a chart for it. It's a freebie by Blackbird Designs, and it's much, much bigger. I messed up on the branch a little bit, so I'm going to try to wash this one. When I first cut it, I will wash it and see if I can get that out. I'm pretty sure this fabric is 36 count, and these are all 2/2. And then Save Your Life is 1/2. So if I can find that Blackbird one, I had it for the last video, but you know, here somewhere. The last one I do have is right here. Current freebie by Java Girl Stitches. This is the Stitch Girl. And I had to put a bow around her hair. And it's like, it's crazy and I love it. She's in pink and purple because it's me, not Christy. So, there we go. I even thought about making her hair straight like mine, because mine is hopelessly straight. And then I didn't because she's just too cute. So, that's Stitch Girl. And they're just, you know, on this weird piece of linen that I am so thankful for. Sarah sent me a bunch of linens. A bunch. You know, for me, it's a sizable amount. And a couple of little turtle charms and a couple, well, a few really, of pearl cottons. There's some 18 count. I think they're all linens. There's a really nice big piece of linen. There we go. This is a big one. That's half. There's a fold here. This is a really, really nice soft one. There's little bits, like you saw that I'm putting these on, like weird shapes. So I pressed those first and set them to the side. These are the bigger pieces. This one might get used for ATCs, we'll see. When they have those legs, they're kind of L-shaped, those are the first ones to get used. Whoever it was really liked to grid. This one just has gridding. I have never worked with gridding. We'll see if I leave it. Here's another one that she had like started. And Sarah measured the 18 counts for me. I don't know what any of the other ones are for, or how they measure. Wow, my birds. Daniel, I don't want this.
Mama.
I must have left the other ones downstairs.
Mama.
But I'm really happy to have them because
Mama.
I was running out of scraps. Daniel.
So can I use your charger?
It's downstairs.
Your tablet charger?
I worked on this the week before the retreat. So Lady was already done, but I finished Tramp. I did all of Tramp and all of Percy. I hope the lighting's okay. It was better before. But there we go. This is the Dogs of Disney Style by Abby Sue Designs. They're not the, you know, they're not all squared up or whatever, but they're going to be individual, so it's fine. It's no big deal. So they're so cute. Even my husband and my father, when they see it, they're impressed at how good they look. Yeah, me too. I don't love all the dogs she's come out with. There's no way I'm ever going to do Zero, but, or Stitch, or some of the other dogs, Dante, but some of them are absolutely adorable, and I definitely will stitch them. And the plan is, well, the original plan was to do 16 and sash it, make it into a doll quilt. I think I might only need 12. We'll see. It depends largely on what the rest of the dogs are, so more on that to come. Here's the bear that I may have told you at the beginning of this video, and may have told you last video that I finished the gray on. So, there we go. There's a little hole in his foot, because that's more. It's a very messy wrapper. Ribbon coming here, ribbon over there, I mean, everywhere. And then there's a gift right here. If I remember to put a picture in, I might. This is from Cross Stitch Crazy Christmas 2018, I want to say. I have it digitally, so. Don't have the actual magazine to show you, but he's almost done, and he's so cute. He's for my big advent calendar plans. Hopefully that gets done this year. Gotta keep going on that. I have worked another, I don't know, maybe 2 times on this dragonfly kit from Dimensions. It's a needlepoint. It's in the package, because I didn't think about that till now. And I am making some really good progress on that. And that's not right side up, is it? Nope, one more. Okay. This is my soccer practice, or soccer game stitch. Sometimes it gets both, sometimes it gets one. There's a couple times where I didn't get either, but yeah, it's really coming along. It's really hard to read, like which color is supposed to go where, and then it's printed with the colors, so then I'm hoping I'm using the right color, and it's a little bit tricky. But once you get zoned in on your color, then it goes fine, and if it's not exactly like the picture, it's going to be fine. I'm going to use it for a project bag. I actually braided my floss together, because look how long these strands are. Really, really long. So I ended up doing a loose braid. They come out just the same they would on thread drops, and it's really lovely. So keep moving, because gotta get Steven up very, very soon for church. What else did I work on? Anything? That's a Disney Teddy. I think that's all. I've gotten mail though. This is all that has come in the last couple of weeks, and orders go all the way back to Memorial Day sales. Yep. So first we got stash unloading. Pro Cotton number 3. The ones on the back are from Sarah. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I have a feeling it was in that last video. So these are for the bright idea I had of using Pro Cotton on 10 count, because I'm doing that All-American chart by Primrose Cottage Stitches. I really hope that's right. And I love it. The only part I don't love is separating the strands and putting them back together. And so I thought this would be a nice way to not have to do that. And there's some lovely like orangey yellow colors in there, several different greens, and I'm gonna give it a try. $10 for 30 skeins. It's a great price even for regular DMC. So steal for the pros. Hoping the size 3 cotton is the way to go. Oh, this is here because that little dancing lamb was from this book. Okay. Sarah, oh, here are the turtle charms she sent me. And some charts. There's the ladybug one that I did, whoops, a while ago. I messed it up, but you know. There's the blackbird. Those are Sarah's charts. So I just did this little part down here. It was not 126 by 72. I just did a little part of it. I've also got some really cool, I've got to do this one at some point, by Kitty and Me, the acorns. There's Sweetheart Tree. There's some really good stuff that has beads. This will make a great ATC. I could just use ABC. I can use the pencil. I can put ABC over the pencil. That'll be for Danny's first day of school, I think. These are Just Man. Feature some of your favorite charms. Thought about using this for the Blackberry swap. That's over. Done. I was too late. I was too busy. But those will probably get used for the artist trading cards. Just not today. Not all of them at once, at least. I ordered from Lindy Stitches with my birthday coupon. Got a couple of these. One will be a gift some way, somehow. I haven't decided it's going to be a giveaway here, or I think I forgot to show it to Sarah, so I'll ask her about it first. Sarah, if you want a copy, let me know. This is Happiness is Having a Large, Loving, Close-Knit Family in Another City, which could be adapted a little bit if I needed to be. And being up here in Alaska, you just, I don't know. I really like the ones that, you know, mention people far away and still having that love to span the distance. So, got those from Lindy Stitches along with this mini dot fabric, which I did not realize was 36 count. So, Silkies. Yes, I like Silky on 36 count. From eBay, I found, I'm going to try to keep moving, a lot with this alphabet book for babies. This $25 Hearts Entwined chart. There's little bits of this for ATCs too. And then, I don't know, find somebody who wants it, because I doubt I will ever use that as the chart. And might as well find it a good home. This is why I bought the lot. And it was about $10 with shipping for all 3. This is an amazing calendar. I like this one, okay? These are like my least 3 favorites. It's got some beautiful stuff in it. Look at these beautiful flowers. And this cute little girl. Love the mandala here. I don't know that I'll ever stitch the welcome, but I love those hot air balloons. And these here in the front. That's cool. That needs different colors, but it's really neat. That would make some amazing little cards. That's how I found it in the first place. Hands On Design Facebook group mentioned that the original Chalk Talk chart was in this magazine calendar. It's the instruction booklet from the calendar. So it doesn't actually have the calendar, it's just the charts. Great buy. Beautiful stuff. I ordered from Threads Entwined. That was one of my Memorial Day orders, and she didn't ship it for a very long time. But she had half off charts and threads that were in stock, and so I got half off. I've been looking at this forever, so I finally just bought it. This were new. I thought this was a different one when I first looked at it. That came with a strawberry. Oops. That might be a giveaway at some point. Snowdrops, wool, and then this was actually from a shop in Canada that Kathleen. Situation Normal has talked about a couple times, and yeah, shipping did cost a bit, but she had this chart for like $7, and then she had amazing prices on these two kits I'm about to show you. So this one was $12, and this one was, look at all that stuff, $18. Daniel, tell Daddy it's time to get up, please. So Just Man, I have trouble finding Just Man, and since she had them for such a great price, I bought all that I wanted. This I think would also make a really nice pillow with the pearl cottons if it works well, and the 10 count fabric. This one, I have pink, I think they came as paper clips that look almost exactly like this, and I think are very, very comparable in size. And
Mama.
Daniel, they can hear you. And so I'll probably be making a couple extra as gifts, hopefully, that fits the theme. Got the B one, Barnaby and Bloom, and I also found Lorelei Lamb. I think the bird is my favorite. They're really, really cute. I got, oh, one more. There's one more from her. This little sweetheart tree.
Mama.
And then Stony Creek, I got 2 Krynic along with my monthly, stop whining, my monthly charts. So I got The Next House. I think these would be so cute converted to stitching themed row. They all go together and they're just adorable. The houses are adorable. I won't be doing any of this, but the houses are adorable. And I got the other one too that was free, and it will be a giveaway later because I can't find it right now. I found this on Stash and Loading, $15. I accepted that so fast. So many please. This is the entire kit. I mean, it's opened. It's in like a binder thing, but it's all there. And it's got light green fabric. It's got an extra piece of fabric, a linen, in case I want to do it on linen. It's so cute. And these are $58, $60. Actually, there was one for $72, and you just have to get whichever one comes up when you search eBay, Etsy, either way. So I was super happy to find her. I also have a little girl who's sitting like on a wire or a branch or something with a couple little birds in a green dress. She will have a purple dress when I stitch her. And then I have the Puddles of Love, like remnant of a kit. So those are the other two I have. I also love Winter Friends. That's the other one I'm going to keep an eye open for. But I wasn't familiar with this one, and when it came up, I'm like, autumn, it's autumn. I'm so happy to see an autumn chart that I love, and that is a fantastic price. So I grabbed that. She was also selling this, which I need another zipper pouch, like a hole in the head, but it's got some really great needles that I want to try. DMC, I've tried that one. But John James for beading, Mill Hill beading. I've tried the short ones, but there's a long one in there that I'm excited to try. John James tapestry. Some of these are partials. Peacemakers tapestry. John James tapestry 28, and then a new pack of Sullivan's tapestry 28s. Several spools of Nymo thread. I just dropped one. A couple bead tubes. A pair of scissors. I also don't need scissors, but you know. And a scissor fob, which kind of, I don't think that was in the listing. I think she just threw that in last minute. It needs some TLC, but I will be fixing that up because the first time I went through this stuff, look what I found. My new crimp tubes. Oh man, 1,000 of each color. I've got like silver, bronze, gold, black, whatever. I've been looking for these for days. Finally found them. So, new scissor fobs. I will be showing you more next week because, you know, why not? I got a couple pairs from Fat Quarter Shop. An orange pair. I think it's called Orange Swirl. Yeah, Orange Swirl. Because I have those orange tips that I needed something to use them on. And they had these flash sale that day for $1.62. Blue dots. Yeah, sure. So I got those too. I also have a couple things that I've won a long time ago. Like a long, long time ago. These is probably May winnings and they were just sent. But Georgia Girl Stitching reached, I think it was a subscriber count or something, and I entered that and I won it a long time ago. And she sent it. I can't use it for Danny's birthday now, but that's okay. Mario worked out great. dude will probably make it into a card at some point.
What card?
I keep up, if I catch up and keep up, the 100th card will be on the last day of August. So, still got some time to do that. The other thing I won a long time ago, back in May, and was just shipped, is this lovely big kit, basically. It needs fabric, but from Autumn Lane Stitchery. It wasn't from them, it was from Stitching with Friends. So, I need to dye some fabric for that, because I don't think I have any of that color. I have ordered a couple tubes of Monaco. Well, ordered, sort of. This is tea dyed, which I think is the color I over dye with sandstone Rit. If it's not, it's the antique white. Oh, it's been too long since I did it. But I also found that I can get white, the 20 by 24 inch pieces, locally at Michael's. And they're only $5.49 regular price. So I used a 30% off and I got 4 tubes for like $15. Yes, please. So I've got some fabric to dye. Got a couple charts I think will make great needle rolls. Those were like $2 a piece on Stash Unloading. Picked up a magazine for $5 including shipping. I think that was really, really cool with the bees. It's also got a really cute polka dot alphabet in it. And some other fun little stuff that would be great for cards. They're very, very colorful though, so I don't know if I will take time to do that. I think the other thing I will show you, maybe I'll show you 2 more things. I got this from Amazon. It was like $7, and I really wanted to try this finishing, so I'll be doing that. And probably for Mania next year. We'll see. And then I ordered from Request-A-Com on Etsy, and I actually put 2 orders in the same day. Amy, what are you doing? This one came in 10 days. The other one went over to Poland, and I don't know when it's going to be here. It usually takes like 3-4 months for me to get an order from her. This, I couldn't believe this came in 10 days. Straight over. So this one was only a little over $12, which is amazing. I think they were 30% off. And these have 24 to 36 holes each, which is really hard for me to find locally. Well, I mean, like online in the States. So I got that guy. This little panda. I've already used one too, and I don't remember which one it was. I got 2 fox designs, so if there's only one fox design, it was a fox design. This is how they come wrapped up. So then they like have layers of cardboard in here, and then it's, you know, it's all bundled up in like a secure package. But that's all I have time for. We've really got to go to church, and I hope I didn't forget anything. I need to add a couple of photos. My first video was so much better. But now I can get all this stuff off the couch. My husband's going to be so happy. I talked to him last Sunday and said, I'm going to be recording first thing in the morning because I want to get all this stuff off the couch and like put away. It's driving me crazy. Well, I was busy sewing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then I took some time to stitch Saturday, and so yeah, video didn't happen, but that's okay. You guys had good food, and I got lots of sewing done. Workbooks coming this week to the shop, probably Wednesday through Saturday, so you can keep an eye out for those. Yeah, that's it. Gotta go make sure hubby's up, and we'll be off to church. So this probably won't post till Monday morning. Have a lovely Monday, everyone. I will see you next Wednesday's plan, but no promises. So take care. See you soon.